Welcome back. I'm your host, Darnell Jackson. In this crypto report, we're going to be talking about a very popular topic right now. I'm going to be discussing how to retire in 10 years. Make sure you share this video with your good friends. This is a very important topic, especially for the Generation X family. Shout out to all of you. I know you haven't necessarily prepared yourself fully for retirement. I'm going to provide for you one option under one condition. You understand that this is not financial advice. This is a brother from YouTube just sharing with you some information that I found that I believe really could help you. All right. So I'm going to jump right over to it. I'm going to give you, so get your favorite drink. This is going to take a minute. Don't get in a rush. I want to give you a little bit of background, and I'm going to give you some logical reasoning as to why this is going to work. You got to retire in 10 years. That means you're going to have to do something a little bit different, right? Okay, so let's jump over to the presentation. We're talking about how to retire in 10 years with crypto. This is part one. I'm going to be talking about pancake swap, my favorite. This is my favorite. Make sure I'm going to give you some information. You can follow me so you can get with the program. All right. Shout out to all the subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do that, man. All right. So first, we're going to do a quick little recap on the market. Bitcoin has been doing real good this week. Ever since the rate hike, the week following the rate hike, everyone thought the markets would crash. They've been going up. People are not afraid, even though we got the war. People are getting less afraid. The more war, the more excited they are. And this kind of follows with what we saw during the Afghanistan invasion. It's like war is like a stimulant for the American economy. Post in the comments your take on that idea. So let's look at Bitcoin. This is a year to date. And I got Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Pax Gold. Ethereum is in the gold. Bitcoin is in the dark blue. And Pax Gold is at the top line. Pax Gold is up 8% on the year. Bitcoin and ETH have crawled out of their hole. Well, hold on a second. Let me adjust the chart. Okay, that was my error. Because I knew that Bitcoin and Ethereum had been down on the year. So they still are. Bitcoin's down 7% on the year. And ETH is down 17%. And that's year to date right now. Pax Gold is up 6%. All right. Just a quick update before we get into how you're going to retire in 10 years, man. Ethereum's over 3,000. Cardano's over $1. It's happy days right now, right? Polygon couldn't hold on to $2. It slipped down. And so just a quick update. Now I'm going to jump over to Twitter. Do not follow me on Twitter. All right. Do not follow me on Twitter unless you're really into crypto. I'm going to share with you a couple likes here. This is just to set the scene so you can get an understanding of where things are headed. When I explain the strategy, you need to understand these stories. This is all a part of it. So here's some reports. We're talking about crypto adoption. So you got the city of Austin, Texas is investigating if they're going to be able to accept Bitcoin or other cryptos for tax payments. So you got legitimate transactions happening right here. Bitcoin News is reporting that Russia may accept Bitcoin for gas exports. Okay, I'm trying to paint a picture so you can see which way things are going. Colorado plans to allow residents to pay taxes in crypto. This is another state talking about accepting crypto for tax payments. Okay. Here's Goldman Sachs, one of the Federal Reserve Banks has updated its homepage to feature cryptocurrency, metaverse, and digitalization. All the while, publicly, they poo-poo crypto, right? But they secretly are investing in it, right? This is what the smart money's doing. Here's another report. One of the biggest energy producers is going to be gassing up crypto. ExxonMobil is reported they're going to be using excess natural gas to get into the crypto mining business. All right, so here are the energy companies of yesterday diving into cryptocurrency today. You need to know which way things are going so that you can make the right decision on where you're going to be in 10 years. Here's another city, the city of Portsmouth, New Hampshire, is going to allow residents to pay their bills in Bitcoin. So this is just a continuation of a trend, and this is what I want you to take advantage of. All right, so when I talk about how to retire in 10 years with Pancake Swap, let me paint the picture. First thing I want you to accept is Pancake Swap. Go to pancakeswap.finance, all right? Click on the pools. This is what I'm talking about today. This is my favorite. And for the guys like Glendon Cameron and for the other YouTube creators that are not in the know, this is what you have. This is the party you've been late to. It's something called auto cake. And this is where you're going to stake your cake tokens and earn 61% APY. Now I'm going to show you here some charts and some spreadsheets on what that's going to do for your retirement over 10 years. I just want to that was just a pause for effect, just so you can absorb. Zoom in here, zoom in so you can see. Open it up on your own. Open another tab, don't close this video. You need to see this for yourself. Auto cake, 61%. All right, you got that? Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what happens when you invest in something that's paying you a 61% return. We got to get to retirement, don't we? All right, so let's jump over to my spreadsheet. Send me a tweet. Send me a DM at FreedomMMC. Send me a DM and I'll send you a link to the spreadsheet. Send me a DM on Twitter and I'll send you a link to this spreadsheet. It's not that complicated, but it's going to give you a quick understanding of what we're trying to do here. All right. So 10 years. This spreadsheet starts on March 1st, 2022. Let me zoom in right here so you can see better. We're gonna zoom in right now. Zoom in, okay. Zoom in, right? So this spreadsheet starts March 1st, 2022. I've already showed you what you could do on Pancake Swap. I've already showed you 60% on auto cake. So how you gonna get that 60%? You're gonna put in $500 a month. You gotta retire, man. You got 10 years to do it. You've been messing around, acting like a cash money hot boy. What you been doing? You've been messing around for all of this time. You didn't save for retirement. So now that you got to try to catch up. You got to catch up. So in this spreadsheet, you putting in $500 on March 1st, on April 1st, right? Just every month, you're going to do this for 10 years, starting on March 1st. Every month you put in $500, right? Okay. I'm just going to make this real oversimplified. At the end of 10 years, 120 month, in the 120th month you put in that last $500 bill, totally you've invested $60,000, right? Now that'll be at the end of the 10th year. So now 10 years has passed. What do you got? Well, let's go over what you got. I'm going to jump right now to the compound interest calculator, my friend. This is also your friend. I'm going to refresh it just so it gets all brand new everything. I might have been messing with something. So we're going to do this month to month. You'll understand here in a minute. We're going to put in $500 on March 1st, 2021. We're going to get, and I'm just going to put on here 30%, even though we know that the auto cake is quoting us a rate of 61%. Just to show you naysayers, I'm only going to put 30%. We're going to do this for 10 years, and we're going to get monthly compounding. Okay? Hit that calculate. That $500 original investment is going to transform into $9,000. Over $9,000 in 10 years. Post in the comments if you're following me so far. Now, you started off March 1st, 2022. So now that was on the deposit side. So now I'm going to switch over here to the withdrawal side. Now 10 years has passed and you are now withdrawing. So March 1st, this will be the first day of your retirement because you got to retire in 10 years, remember? So now the first month, that $500, it's now $9,000. So this will represent your monthly budget. Think you can live off $9,000? You better figure out how. The next month, another $9,000. The next month, another $9,000. And this is estimated. Now remember, I only put in 30%. I didn't put in 60%, which is actually paying. I also did not account for pancake swap appreciating. Right now it's at $7. Let's take a look at pancake swap and what it's been doing here. It's one of my favorite. Cake. Everybody likes cake. Just want you to look at the chart real quick. It's loading data. Okay, so this is pancake swap over the last year. It was as high as 42. Right now it's at $7. So that should just give you an idea of what's possible. It has not had a great year. It's down. So this gives you an idea of the potential when the market turns around. How high could it go? 23, 18, 19? Who knows? But what I'm saying to you is this spreadsheet does not account for an increase in the value of pancake swap token, cake. So whatever it does appreciate, that's all going to be extra money for you. All right. So now we're on the withdrawal side. 10 years later, the first month you put in $500. That 500 is now 9,000. It happens every month for the next 10 years. Okay. That's your retirement. Now, what you need to do is not just spend this whole 9,000. You need to, at this point in time, reinvest it again. Now, in March of 2032, I don't know what rates will be available on pancake swap or what technology may have emerged that may be paying a higher rate. But what I'm here to tell you is the nature of cryptocurrency is always going to require capital. The software and the way that the money transfer service, which is what cryptocurrency is all about, it's always going to require money. And the software that requires that money is always going to be motivated to share what it's making in fees with the investors. So that's where Pancake Swap gets its money. People like myself stake funds, and then Pancake Swap uses those funds to allow the trading to take place between the buyers and sellers, while they charge a fee for every transaction. So it's really a service business. This isn't some pie in the sky idea that somebody really thinks is going to be grand and awesome one day. This is a utility. This is something that helps people participate in cryptocurrency as a whole and do it without having to go through a centralized exchange like Coinbase or Binance. Okay, so that's very key for you to understand that point. All right, now, one of the things that's interesting is, in order for you to enjoy a long retirement, most people will talk about needing $1 million. Let me jump over here real quick. People will talk about you need $1 million. Okay. So let's just say you need $1 million in order to retire. And the reason why is they say $1 million times 5%. And I'm just using simple math here. That's going to equal $50,000. And that's the amount that you could live off of, 50 grand. Okay. And that's if you had $1 million in cash. You sit it in some safe investment that will pay you 5% a year. That'll give you 50 grand to live off of as long as nothing happens to the $1 million principal. All right. So I thought it was really interesting after I put together this investment. And this is what I'm terming. This is a compound crypto ladder. It's an investment ladder. You're laddering the months. And I'll continue to harp on this point continuously. But I thought it was interesting after I summed up the withdrawal side and all 120 of the months added up to $1 million. So I think that's very interesting. Post in the comments your take on this strategy, and let me know if you have any questions if I did not explain it in a way that you can understand. But in summary, you're taking $500 bills, you're putting them into a very risky. Now remember, these high return instruments, they have risk. It's not all guaranteed. You saw the movement in the chart. Pancake Swap went from $38 all the way down now to $7. So that's a lot of loss in value just on that move. So it is risky. It's not just guaranteed money sitting there, but this is an emerging technology. And when technology takes place, it doesn't move backwards. So this is the strategy. Post in the comments your opinion on this, and I will be covering additional episodes in this series, how to retire in 10 years with crypto. And the way you could do it is obviously what you see here is the first year, or the first cryptocurrency, but you could do this with some additional coins. And I will be making some other videos, and I'm going to be discussing their returns and the process and everything that you need to know. All right. If you didn't like this video, make sure you share it with somebody who will. You can also check out all of my other videos that are very popular, and they'll add a perspective so you'll gain the right education. You got to look at my video I made about how Cardano grew to over 70% staking. When you think about investing in ADA right now, it's back around $1. You got to ask yourself, which token did we consider the best when we compared Solana versus Polkadot versus Quant. You got to look back at what we were saying about Hex 6 months ago before you buy a big chunk of Hex in 6 days, don't you? You got to look at what we were saying about Thorchain Rune 4 months ago. This is going to give you the perspective that you need. And after you check these videos out, make sure you share them with your favorite crypto friends on the internet. All right. Post in the comments. Let me know your feedback. What topics should I cover? Right now, I'm focused on this conversation about retirement. It is so important for everybody. So I'm going to be leaning towards what we got to do to get out the game. All right. And that's going to allow us to enjoy this wonderful life without having to slave in the salt mines, right? All right. I appreciate you guys subscribing. I'm not accusing you of not liking the video. If you did like the video, you can share the video also. If you like the video, share this video with somebody who you don't like, right? So if you like the video, share this video with somebody that you don't like. It's okay if they like you. All right, I'm just having fun. Post in the comments some ideas for the next videos. What is your favorite crypto? Where do you think the market is heading by the end of